How poor countries are kept poor. Where are the safe havens for money laundering? This is an investigative report to unveil the real face of world's developed nations who encourage and protect the corrupts of underdeveloping country in order to conceal their money that is earned out of unfair means while projecting themselves as champions against money laundering. Dear viewers, how the money of poor countries like Iraq, India, Iran, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka the African countries is transferred and how it is maneuvered to conceal, how it is protected, is all what we going to find out in this vlog. Few of the countries like Pakistan, Nigeria, and Norway, have raised their voice in order to expose this matter on international level that waked up the concerned international institution. Resultantly extensive research has been undertaken and reported. At one side it has raised the eyebrow of many while at the other hand these reports have completely exposed the rich country's reality. Let's come along to find some interesting eye-opening details. First of all, for those who don't know still, what is money laundering? Why it is done? What is black money or dirty money? Welcome to the new vlog of Fact Punch. Dear viewers, we encourage you to provide your feedback on this topic in the comment section below. Also, let us know if your country is affected by money laundering and whether or not your government is taking some measure to stop money laundering. Thanks. Why this practice was not exposed so far? Why the head of states of various countries kept quiet till now? This questions has great importance. In fact, head of the states of poor countries were not in the favor of doing so, as most of them are corrupts. They are the one who are earning money through various corruptions committed in their country and need to conceal this money. Why would they speak or highlight this practice to the world? Now we come to the fact that why rich countries are not raising this issue. The simple answer is they are beneficiaries as they extract this money into their economy and get economic boost. Why would they project this before world? It's interesting to know that very first country who brought this into the notice of international community was Pakistan. Let's have a look how and when it was done in these few videos.
Every year, billions of dollars leave the poorer countries and go towards rich countries. Billions of dollars siphoned off by the ruling elites of the developing world. And they find their way into Western offshore accounts, tax havens, expensive properties hidden behind companies bought in Western capitals. This is devastating the developing world. This is causing more poverty, deaths. It's impoverishing the developing world. The difference between rich and poor countries is growing because of this. Poor get poorer and the rich get richer. There is going to be a crisis sooner or later. Retrieve that money we could spend on our human beings. But it's so difficult. The laws protecting these criminals. I hope that the United Nations takes a lead in this. It involves the IMF, the World Bank, Asian Development Bank. They must find a way of stopping this plunder of the developing.
The voice raised by Pakistani Premier was not for Pakistan only but for all those countries who are suffering financially by this menace started by rich countries. Dear viewers, we will be presenting you references from the international report. You will be able to understand how all this is done. and how most of us are being robbed, how robbers are being protected and by whom. Where is the hub of money laundering? Dear viewers, for your surprise, it's UK. Yes, UK is the largest hub of money laundering. It was revealed in one of the report published by Transparency International. The same country which projects itself as champion of democracy, king of fair practices, morality, justice, peace, and whatnot. Though UK managed to obtain the 11th rank in CPI, the Corruption Prevalence Index Report 2020. It means government UK is putting utmost efforts to curb corruption in-house, but on the contrary, when the corruption money from other countries lands there in UK, it finds not only its way but also the protection under the UK laws. However, these practices have earned them the title of hub of money laundering. Dear viewers, you can find the link of report in the description of this video. Now let's have a look at the key findings of this report, which would obviously be interesting for our viewers to know. Finding number 1. UK companies are being used to facilitate the money laundering around the world. According to a research conducted by Transparency International, 766 UK companies were allegedly involved in 50 large-scale cases of corruption and money laundering amounting to £80 billion. Finding number 2. Huge numbers of UK companies are created without any due diligence on who is setting them up. 40% of incorporations last year were done directly through Companies House, which does not undertake background checks on customers. Finding number 3. The credibility of the UK's company register is under threat because of insufficient resources dedicated to ensuring its integrity. Just 6 people at Companies House are responsible to look into matters of 4 million firms' compliance with company law, without proactive checks made on the accuracy of the information submitted. Finding number 4. Addresses across the UK are used for mail forwarding to companies involved in financial crime. Around half of the 766 companies alleged to have been involved in high-end money laundering were based at just 8 UK addresses. Finding number 5. UK companies can access the financial system and move illicit wealth with less scrutiny by using bank accounts in other countries. 90% of UK firms involved in a scheme which moved £63 billion of illicit wealth out of Russia had bank accounts in Latvia or Estonia. Finding number 6. Providers of company services are operating within the UK illegally by not being registered with a supervisor to monitor their money laundering controls. Offshore business introducers are also buying and selling UK companies wholesale without being subject to the UK's money laundering regulations, MLRS. 1 in 4 firms authorised by Companies House to use electronic filing software to form companies which do not appear to be registered with a UK money laundering supervisor. Now the question comes, how it is done? Before we go any further, we must know that there are certain countries offering zero taxes and are known as tax evasion havens. Panama Leaks is all about such cases and who took the benefits from them. If we look at Corporate Tax Haven Index, 2021 results. Before going to the report, our viewers must understand how the rating is done. The Corporate Tax Haven Index thoroughly evaluates each jurisdiction's tax and financial systems to create a clear picture of the world's greatest enablers of global corporate tax abuse, and to highlight the laws and policies that policymakers can amend to reduce their jurisdiction's enabling of corporate tax abuse. The top 3 countries in the CTHI 2021 results are British Virgin Island, Cayman Island, and Bermuda. All these states are under UK. There are 12 such states which fall under UK rule and are ranking among top 100 tax evasion havens. However, there are many other European countries in this list like Netherlands, Belgium, Greece, even Germany, while Switzerland for sure has to be. The dirty money earned by elites of poor countries land in these islands into an account of offshore companies. The ownership of these companies are kept classified. They have made such laws due to which the ownership is kept secret. These companies then invest money with the help of UK firms, mostly invest in real estate and buy properties in UK and other part of Europe. So far, London is top beneficiary of this dirty money. Moreover, UK has also such laws under which no one can ask them from where and how this money has been earned. Immorality at its heights as the corrupt and their corruption is being provided legal protection in the developed and rich countries. One would point finger on UK, but UK authorities will come up with excuse that UK law is not governing these states. Secondly, it must have come to your notice that there are certain countries in and out of Europe where second passport or nationality is offered on fast track if someone from any corner of the globe invests money in the designated industry or trade as specified in the policy. Almost all the European states have such programs to attract the investment from other country in order to boost their economy. According to Mr. Robert Barrington, former executive director of Transparency International, his article was published in a newspaper, The Guardian. He mentioned that UK offers a scheme called Investor Visa Program. Under this program, the dirty money is welcomed. This visa program leads to nationality conditioned to investment of £2 million in the UK. Now you will not be asked from where this money has come to you. This is how rich countries make poor countries poorer and boost their own economies. Yet they show up standing high and point fingers on the same countries for morality while providing protection to their criminals. Even the law in the UK does not allow UK police to start investigation on how someone has brought this money to UK or thought, which means this money has been earned, providing great protection and ease to money launderers around the world. Under the same law, or could be called as behavior, UK plainly refused to provide information to other countries of whom the criminals are residing in UK. Many international financial institutions have finally started working on this issue, which is eventually pointing UK's deliberate negligence towards these practices. These reports have pushed many in the government set up to come up with some countermeasure in order to control money laundering. Recently, UK has made some regulations, but it is not known if the money will be transferred back to the country it started traveling from. However, having all said this, this is a saddest reality of the day that we have money to spend on wars. We are deliberately protecting white-collar criminals, but we don't have money to feed the poor. Welcome to the developed world of 2021. Thanks viewers, we would like to hear from do share your valuable feedback in the comment section below. We are hopeful to play our small part. Do share this video to create awareness. Hoping to see you all again, on our new video.